I define religion in a very broad sense. I think that when people come together to talk about the deep things in life and to hold each other ethically accountable and to talk issues of meaning and to celebrate, that's religion. Now, secularists don't want to call it religion, but that is, I'd rather submit to the word. If I won't submit to God, I don't mind submitting to that word. And so I see what Jews are doing in shul and what Jews are doing, if only they had the circles they used to have to talk about, unions or whatever, as similar activities. And I also know that the Jews in shul don't want to be praying as much as they do. Most of them are sitting through the prayer services because that's what they do. But whenever I come in as a challenger saying, as Mordechai Kaplan said, that worship is the secondary activity it should be the secondary activity of our communities, that really this is about tapping into Jewish identity as this guidance for life, to take it seriously. We don't want to sit there ambivalent about a liturgy. That doesn't breed passion for Jewish identity as a guidance for life. It breeds ennui. So in some levels, I cut both ways in terms of, which means I'm very marginal, but, I'm saying to secularists, please, open up these texts and educate yourself and learn about what these rabbis did with the Bible. The Bible wants you to have capital punishment for insulting your parents, and the Talmud says that any Beit Din, any rabbinical court that applies the death penalty once in 7 years, and then one says once in 70 years, is merciless. I mean, there is this humanistic conversation going on about the old. Let's transmute it into the new. Continue that. It's if you're a socialist, the Jewish economic teachings about either you take the earth is the Lord's, Psalm 24, the foundational basis of Jewish teachings on the economy. Either you take it and say, what Lord? There's no Lord. Or you say, what does this mean? The earth is the Lord's. Well, at least it means that the sun and the air and the soil and the minerals and the photosynthesis is not I didn't make it, you didn't make it, we share it it's a blessing. We live on this planet, here we are. And it also means that, if you think about it, economics are social. There's no way away from it. There's no way around it. Nobody creates wealth without centuries of knowledge and infrastructure and all of this stuff. So there's a socialist reality to economics that Judaism, with that little phrase, and it builds upon it. Judaism consistently privileges the community over the personal property rights. If you're a socialist, this is very interesting. It also says, but human beings are hierarchical and they're driven by the Yetzer Hara, and without the Yetzer Hara, we wouldn't do any of this. You need to know this Talmudic story about the Yetzer Hara to appreciate that Judaism's got a socialist sensibility and a sensibility about human nature, and somehow we have to put those together to create the social democracy that we all, us old socialists, think we need. And why give up this tradition? So I'm saying that to the secularists, and then I'm going into synagogue saying, 3/4 of your people sitting out there do not really get off on this prayer process, no matter how many times you rewrite the liturgy. They want, Buber talked about a genuine we, the need for us to plug in once again to this genuine we if we're going to survive. And I think if waiting for God has a theology, it's really that it's so hard to cultivate the we that people resort to the you, the praying together to the you. What would happen, I say to synagogues, if we really tried instead to spend our time together cultivating the we? It's hard. People don't like each other that much. There's always the nudnik factor, etc. But what would it be like? And in that way, as I say, I kind of am a challenge to both sides. And I appreciate that, I've got enough of amplifier to be heard a little bit,